I would recommend Dr. Yates' approach because of several reasons. The first reason would be she is very caring and very committed to you succeeding, and she approaches this as not a doctor but as a partner and a person to help you identify your aha moments, where your gaps are, and empowers you through encouragement, through great information, and through practical steps to help you move the needle. She always believes in measuring and capturing data to help you and motivate you create these new outcomes. I like that about her, and that's why I would recommend it everybody that has issues with blood sugar regulation to start with Dr. Yates, because her approach, first of all, is practical, is doable, and is sustainable. Hi, my name is Sandra Barber, and I currently live in Fairburn, Georgia, which is about 20 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia. And for the past 36 years, I worked as a professional trainer, but now I'm happily retired and having lots of fun, focused on my health and well-being. Before I started working with Dr. Yates, I was in a pretty high performance, stressful job, and as a result of that, wasn't paying a lot of attention to my health. And as it turns out, as I got my blood work done, realized my A1C numbers were creeping along to the diabetes stage. I knew I needed a change. I knew that I did not want to move into diabetes and the prescribed, recommended pharmaceuticals that normally went with that. So I saw Dr. Yates on a program, I forget which one. Her spirit and soul resonated with me. I felt a very calm and very loving and caring and committed person on the other side of the information she was sharing, and wanted to know more. So I jotted her name down and reached out, and we had our first consultation, and it was amazing. And it was just such a mind-blowing event because I learned so much from her about things I needed to do and small tweaks that were sustainable that I could actually do and maintain. There was something that might have prevented me from just starting the program. Honestly, it was cost. It wasn't that the cost was ridiculous, it's just that I was not prepared to spend money in that particular area of my life. But after much deliberation, decided that I couldn't put a price on my health, and that if this would turn things around, I just won't ever look back on that. The things that I worked on in the past were things like diet. I was just under the idea that I was eating too much of the wrong things, but I didn't realize there were so many other elements that I needed to be factoring in, like sleep and diet in addition to movement, and I just didn't know that. What surprised me most about Dr. Yates was her very practical approach. Many of the physicians I'd worked with were very quick to want to just move me to pills right away. And I love that Dr. Yates' approach was, let's do what we can with nature and see when we work with nature, how nature can work with us to remedy these things that are not normal. One of the things I'm doing different now is I'm really watching and noting my foods and watching the chemical reaction they create in my blood sugar. Dr. Yates had put me on a glucose monitor, and every time I ate something, I got to see the immediate response. So I got to learn from that process exactly which foods were triggers and which foods were not really affecting my blood sugar one way or the other. So that was helpful because once I left that, even though I didn't need to continue the glucose monitor, I had the knowledge that helped me continue to make those wins and adjustments afterwards.